Well, good morning, everybody. I'm Jan Erickson from Stepping Aside, and welcome to today's Esoteric Influences for the 19th day of July, 2020. Well, we you have to ignore my tissue today. We picked up the hay bales last night, and I was driving the car or the truck rather, and my husband's loading them in the back, and I have to leave the windows open, so I'm getting covered in hay. So I'm a little, sneezy today and stuffed. So, oh my God. Oh, but at least we got our hay. It was very cool. Um, Another thing that happened, I went ahead yesterday and I did, after I posted the Esoteric Influences on the blog, the hard copy of it, I went ahead and I did the 3 videos for the geomancy stuff I was going to do for the Foundations of Magic series. So they're all up on the blog. They're also over on Patreon. They will go up on the blog today. I didn't have time yesterday to do it, but they are over there on the YouTube channel. So if you want to look at that, you can. I will put them up on the blog though today. I have put up a reference post, and I have that linked in the video, so you can go and see and grab the geomancy charts that I use when I do them. If you want to get those, that's over there. Plus, just some reference stuff for just to refer to. I also included a suggested reading list at the bottom, so that's going to be valuable as well. The books that I think are helpful anyway. So check that out if you'd like. I'd love you to do that. But let's go ahead and get started on the esoteric influences for today. The numerology we have is a 7, 18, and 22, and 18 reduces to 9. So it's ultimately 7, 9, and 22 for the day are the numbers today. A difficult situation could resolve today, or at least substantial progress could occur. That's the 9 energy. If so, allow things to settle before adding any controversy to the moment. The 7 energy there. Let go of the past and manifest a profound new path forward. Now that would be the Cosmic Builder 22, the master number there. Now let's see. I don't need this in here. I don't know why that's there. Let me find my rune for today. It's Ansu's. It's an air element rune. It's kind of lagus, kind of on top of one another. Let's see. It's Odin's rune. It means divine message, spirit communication, eloquence, creation, higher self energies, divinity, and clarity. But basically, today, as the 4th rune of the Elder Futhark, we're going to hear the voice of spirit and the message it brings. And give no purchase to the ego's influence here. Transmute it into spirit. Don't get down in the mud with ego today. Remain on a healing path and be transformed. The moon is still in Cancer right now, so nurturing self and others are favored. That's also Moon Trine Ceres and Moon Square Juno, as is staying home today. The Moon Square Mars indicates that tempers could flare today and intolerance may be experienced. If a timeout is necessary, channel any of that restless energy into something physical. Sometimes it just helps to work it out. Take a walk if you can. Do it safely. I don't know. I see a lot of people out without masks on when they're walking, and I don't think I would do that. My gut tells me that that's not a good thing, that you can still get that people could be driving by, shedding virus. You just don't know. And we don't know. We know what they're telling us about in enclosed spaces, but they seem to be saying, oh, if you're outside, no big deal. Well, I don't think that's true. Otherwise, I don't think you would see the outbreak in Florida that you're seeing every time people go to the beach, right? So I don't know about that. I think close quarters just means you're just not that far away from somebody, realistically. So I don't know. I think I would be wearing a mask. If it were me and I'm out walking, that's what I'm doing. So I don't know. But if you do go walking, just, be careful. That's all. Anyway, human design aspects today and influences. Restraint is required as we move around challenges and obstacles in our path. Be prepared to speak truth to power today, though, and stay on the path to profound change and renewal. Any powerlessness you might experience today is going to be imposed by others in their futile attempt at controlling us. Intuition is strong today, so pay attention to what you know or to any synchronicities that occur. Listen, this is going to be particularly important in Portland. Kind of a weird words to say there together. Kind of want to kind of make it all into one. But anyway, if you're following along here on Twitter and other places, and some of it's making the news, I know it did on MSNBC last night. We have a real problem there. We've got federal officers, supposedly, don't know for sure if that's what they are. They don't seem interested in leaving, even though we want them gone. So be very, very careful if you're out protesting today. Last night, a bunch of moms got together, linked arms, and got in front of the protesters, got between them and the so-called federal people that are out there. They're not wearing any kind of insignia to tell where they're from. Supposedly, it's a whole bunch of federal agencies. Problem is they really can't do what they're doing, apparently. So I don't know how we're going to get them out, but we've got to get them out of the state. I guess they were on I don't know if it's a little task force or some kind of thing within the Portland Police Department, and I don't know if it has to do with the protesting. But there was a federal person in that group, and my understanding from what I read yesterday is they've been ejected. So I don't know really what the truth of all this is. It's just something is terribly, terribly wrong. And apparently this is something that they're going to do throughout the country, according to what I read yesterday. So if what I read is actually true, which it looks like it is, but we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully it's just a big mistake and that they're going to stop this nonsense. But this could be essentially the first run of more. And they're going to end. And if it's true, then they'll infiltrate our cities. They'll infiltrate our states. And we can't have that. There has to be a separation. And it's one thing if a state calls the feds in, but if they don't, the feds really can't be in there. And so at least that's my understanding. It's been my understanding my whole life. So unless I've been wrong all this time, and I don't think I am, you're watching the AG for our state. They're suing. She's suing on behalf of protesters' rights and the violation of their rights. When you disappear someone, when you basically kidnap them, you can't do that. Yeah, that's against the law. So what they're doing is probably not going to serve them well in the long run, but for the time being, please be careful today. Be very, very careful if you're out there in downtown Portland protesting. Be extremely careful. They evidently shot a round into someone's head, a protester's head, wounding him quite badly. I think that might be the one where that person's mom has come out and said something about it, kind of giving an update about, unless it's somebody else that got harmed. But they're out of control, so be extremely careful. We need you to continue to speak truth to power, so we need you to survive this. We don't need you harmed by these people, so please be careful if you're out there today. So I guess that's it. I'll let you go and have a wonderful Sunday, I guess. I don't know. This is just a scary time, whether you're talking about the pandemic or trying to deal with the thug nation we now find ourselves in. One way or another, people are in your face, and they shouldn't be. They just shouldn't be. We should all be on the same page right now, trying to get through this before the worst of it begins again in the fall. So I think that this is really the last vestiges of this oppressive regime rearing its ugly head one last time, maybe, or maybe the beginning of one last time. I don't know, because I think it's just I think he's gonna double and triple down between now and the election. So I don't know. We just can't take any more of him. So thanks so much, and we'll talk again tomorrow. Again, check out the if you want to sign up for the newsletter. You won't get this week's Esoteric Influences for the whole week. You'll get it next week. So, but do check it out every day on the blog or here or both. And be good to yourself. Be good to one another. If you go out, please wear a mask and be safe. And if you're out protesting, be even safer. And blessed be.